grid, a place of infinite possibility.
It's incredible.
More dangerous than I ever imagined.
Was there this much excitement, you know, back in '82 when the first Tron was coming out?
Well, not quite like this. This is, I think the reaction to Tron Legacy, a lot of it has to do with the momentum that was created by that first one. And I don't know, when you were a kid, did you see Tron, the original Tron? And so now I would imagine that when you see this new one, it kind of rekindles some of your own childhood, and you know, and that's a wonderful thing to experience.
A lot of people are worried, hey, I didn't see the first Tron. Will I understand what's going on in this one?
Yeah, this is such a standalone film. I mean, you know, nobody has to run out to the stores and be worried that if they don't see the first one, they won't know what's going on in this one. And that's, I mean, that's what's so unique about this.
The premise is exactly the same, which is, what would it be like if you got stuck inside a computer?
Yeah.
That fantastic, imaginative possibilities that the first film opened up, and this film goes back to, and just brings the technology and the imagination of our time to tell that story in a new way, but in this really brilliant way connects it with the first film, that you don't need to see it, but you do sense the relationship.
Right. After all the anticipation and the wait, what'd you guys think?
Rubbish.
Wow.
Rubbish. Rubbish film. Pointless.
That's not going to make any money at all.
I'm still kind of reeling from it. I was just, like, my jaw dropped at the beginning of the film.
And stayed there.
And got lower. And I was blown away by it, really. It's such an extraordinary, like, visually, it's what your eyes and ears were made for. It kind of, and emotionally, it's such a beautiful story. I was moved, I cried, I was like just wrapped up in the whole thing.
I feel like it gets you from all angles.
Yeah, amazing.
It really does.
What happened?
My creation turned against me.
Kevin Flynn! Where are you now?
The thing that blew me away, not only the story, but the technology.
Oh, yeah, huh?
You didn't age a bit in this film.
Well, I get to be, you know, an old, you know, my own age, and I get to be myself at what, 30? It's uncanny, you know, to see what can be done now with this technology, and it's very exciting as an actor to know that I can play myself now at any age is kind of a wonderful thing.
The powerful thing about it is that it's what the technology is there for. You know, that's part of the dialogue and the theme of the film is that technology is neither good nor bad. It's what you use it for that's the important thing. And so it's amazing that they had this incredible box of tools to play with, but it's the story and how you get wrapped up in it, and that's what really kind of knocked me out with it.
Yeah.
I think that the best outcome of this new technology would be to have like Julie Christie, Clint Eastwood, Vanessa Redgrave, other really cool people in like a teen comedy.
No, wow. You know
Good.
what?
Oh my
Can
God.
we make that happen? We should make that happen.
Teenage Clint Eastwood's making out with teenage Vanessa Redgrave. Wow. He's so cool.
What am I supposed to do?
Survive.
This isn't just a bunch of guys running around in a green, you know, in a green room.
Right, it's
in
not.
empty space.
No.
They created the world for you, right?
They really do. They really do.
built
And there were
real
some massive sets built up there too. I mean, people tend to think this is all you're just on a green screen. That's very much there. But there are scenes where we have many extras, right? I mean, many background artists, and all lit up and everything, and these massive sets built up there in Vancouver. It was
It's amazing.
terrific.
Well, one of the big differences in the innovation is in the first Tron, the light effect on the suits was added in post.
That was added in post. They got to see it.
We had
Right
our
there.
suits were really lit. The batteries were in the disc packs on our back, and they were Velcro strips that were applied, individual light strips, and they would flick a switch and you would just light up.
And in 1982, they wanted to, 81 when we were actually shooting, when they wanted to do that, they just didn't quite have it, or even if they had it, they couldn't, the practicality of it would have been awkward, hard to do. So it was basically with one of these material, a Sharpie basically, they drew on the lines, and then we were told this circuitry is going to start moving and everything, and that's what the computer-generated imaging is going to be. So, you know, basically I had spandex tights with Sharpie markings on me.
You're here.
working with Jeff is kind of the experience of a lifetime, man. I mean, he's such a, of course, brilliant actor, but brilliant person, you know, and, you know, the greatest father in the world. The thing that's great, he's inspired about everything, man. Music, literature, philosophy, spirituality, so you can talk about anything. You can pick his brain about anything.
Now let's talk about your character, Cora. Sexy, strong, intelligent, sense of innocence. Why would anyone want to play that character? You know?
You know, when I approached the character, I said, I want this girl to be for the girls. The guys are gonna like the suit, they're gonna like the fighting. I want to create a character who is smart and quirky and funny and weird and innocent, because on the outside, sure, she looks good in a suit, but on the inside, she is this completely kind of unusual, unexpected person. And I thought that made it interesting. If she had just been kind of sexy on the inside too, then it's just like redundant,
Right.
boring. You know, I said, can I have the hair be really short, almost like a boy, and can we make the suit, you know, not full of these, which happens in these movies where
Yeah.
they're like, suit, big boobs, big ass. On this one, I was like, she's a warrior. She's almost like a little, you know, athletic kid. And I had so much fun putting her together. I was really happy with the result.
Well, I thought you nailed it.
Thank
And
you.
it's nice to see that kind of character on screen because you don't see it very often.
Right, and it's very different than anything I've ever done before, so.
Back in '82, did they have all the cool toys and things? I mean, not necessarily from the film, but as far as merchandising goes. You know,
They
did
had some
all
of
that?
it. They had some of it. They had a great, you know, video game. I think the
Yeah, I
Tron
love the
video
video
game probably did better than the movie, I think, when it came out.
Now, so is this the first time that they've had this? This is for you, by the way.
Oh, well,
There
thank
you
you.
go.
Look at this.
This is an extra little caveat to being in a, you know, a kick-ass movie like this, huh?
That's something else, isn't it?
Dude, have you seen this?
I haven't seen that one. No, I haven't. I don't know if they have them in Canada. I haven't seen anything, but you know, a pal of mine from high school had had a kid last year, and a few weeks ago, his child Bryce just turned a year old, and my mom went to the store and bought one of those and gave it to Bryce for his first birthday, and I thought that was really special.
Here they come.
Is our destiny.